Welcome to Bits and Pieces and my April Pantry Challenge, which has become a little more urgent because we realize we're about to need to move my mother-in-law in, which means I need to get things organized.
So, this is a couple days before we're supposed to go out of town. I have a piece of leftover chicken. I've got another one with a different flavor in there as well. Some eggs I boiled from the free eggs I got from my coworker. The ickiness is one of the eggs was too fresh and exploded, and so I've got stuff all over them from the egg exploding in my little steam cooker. Some onions left over from a potluck, and some buffalo ranch that I got on clearance a while back. We make a chicken salad. And there's a quick and easy buffalo ranch chicken salad. I'll have this with some leftover black bean soup and served in a tortilla that was left over also from the potluck last weekend. Excuse me, and some lettuce from the garden. And that's it.
For our out-of-town trip, I went ahead and packed us a lunch for on the road, using that chicken salad for me and regular lunch meat for my wife. This is a greens from my garden, mostly kale and some lettuce that you see back there. So I made for dinner just some scrambled eggs from those free eggs. I had a salad mix that my neighbor gave me, so I added that in with the lettuce from my garden and sauteed up the kale and spinach from my garden. So this is me using up the last of those tortillas from that potluck. I made tuna wraps using the eggs that I got from my coworker and some lettuce from my garden and grapes that I have in the fridge.
So going through my freezer, I found a few things. And I also have so many eggs that I've gotten for free that I figured I needed to make use of those. So I'm thinking a Cajun version of a carbonara. So I've got some bacon for the carbonara sauce. I've got some crawfish, a little bag of a little bit of frozen peas, one of the fresh eggs, nutritional yeast, and spaghetti. I'll use some of my Cajun seasoning to cook up the crawfish, and I made a Italian dress. No, not Italian. A Thousand Island dressing today from homemade mayonnaise. So the mayonnaise, once you start pulling it out of the blender, the last little bit's kind of hard to pull out. So I've discovered if I make Thousand Island dressing with that last little bit, it pours out a little easier. And I've got lettuce in the garden and a few other things. We'll see what I can pull together for a decent little salad to go with our spaghetti.
So I just grabbed one of the onions from my pantry and I'm using half of it to chop up for the sauce. Some of the garlic that I gotten from the garden last summer. Chopped up some of that clearance bacon, just 4 slices of it, and started sauteing the bacon and onion in some olive oil. And then while that was going, started on the egg sauce, which is the egg and nutritional yeast. And then went back to sauteing, and I added a little bit of water after I added the thing to kind of help deglaze that pan. I put in some of the garlic as I minced it, and added Cajun seasoning, and then I just set that aside while the pasta was cooking. So this is the salad I threw together with just homegrown lettuce, some shredded carrot, and some sunflower seeds I'd bought a while back on clearance, and my homemade Thousand Island dressing. And this is the carbonara pasta with the salad all on a plate. It was a very good dinner. For breakfast, I had some cold brew coffee and some oat milk. And I boiled up some eggs. Some were for breakfast and some were for my lunch for egg salad. This is the kind of lunches I've been making for my wife this week. normal sandwich meats on the naan bread my neighbor had given me. I have so those grapes again, and more boiled eggs, and some carrots I sliced up. It was a pretty simple lunch.
So dinner tonight's going to be a bit of an experiment. I've got some pork chops that I had in the freezer. I've got some clearance half and half that's pretty much only good for cooking at this point. Half an onion, some garlic, some mushroom powder that I made a while back from mushrooms I'd gotten on clearance, and my homemade Italian seasoning from stuff from the garden. I'm going to do this all in the Instapot. Chop up the vegetables and saute that with and sear the pork chops, and pour everything else on top and see what happens. I'm just searing this in the bottom of the Instapot a little bit. And then we'll sprinkle it with the onion powder and Italian seasoning and garlic, and pour the half and half over. It's really pretty simple. This is the mushroom powder. I made this a while back. And this is my homemade Italian seasoning. I already put in the garlic. That is the last of that garlic clove. And but I have one more clove left from last year's garden. And then pour in some heavy cream. I'm hoping this will make a nice sauce. And we'll put it on slow cook for several hours.
So I harvested some more greens from the garden and sauteed those up and made some rice to go with the pork chop. It was pretty good. I need to figure out how to improve the texture of the sauce though. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying these videos or just want to see what kind of chaos and mishaps I will start next, please like and subscribe. Thank you.